Are you still using setState to update variable state in your Flutter app? In this video, we are diving into a modern state management solution for Flutter that promises to simplify things, make your code more testable, and improve overall performance, and it is Riverpod. Now, why Riverpod? Riverpod is gaining popularity for several reasons. It's built around simple concepts that are easy to grasp, even for beginners. It encourages practices that lead to more testable code, ensuring your apps are reliable. Riverpod also provides built-in way to handle dependency injections, streamlining your code further. And finally, Riverpod community is growing and constantly releasing new features. Now, at the heart of Riverpod are providers. Think of a provider as a source of state. It holds some data, and when the data changes, any widget that's listening to it automatically updates. There are different types of provider for different scenarios. StateProvider is great for simple pieces of state that you can update directly. Notifier provider is suitable for more complex state management by using a notifier class to handle updates and logic. And FutureProvider handles asynchronous operations like fetching data from an API. Let's see a quick example of how Riverpod works in practice. First, we define a state provider to hold our count variable, initially setting it to 0. Then in our main widget tree, we wrap the highest level widget in provider scope to make our provider accessible to all child widget. Now in our counter display widget, we use consumer widget and widget ref to read the count from our provider and display it. Finally, when the increment button is pressed, we use ref.read to access the provider's notifier and call the increment function. That's it. Now our count updates and the UI responds automatically. Riverpod is often compared to other state management solutions like BLoC and MobX. While BLoC is excellent for complex logic and large applications, but can have a steeper learning curve. MobX offers a reacting programming approach but requires code generation. Riverpod aims to provide a balance, offering simplicity, testability, and performance without being overly complex. In conclusion, Riverpod is a powerful and efficient way to manage your app state, leading to cleaner and more maintainable code. Whether you are a beginner or an experienced developer, Riverpod is definitely worth exploring. Give it a try on your next project and let us know what do you think in the comments below. Thanks for watching and happy coding. See you in the next tutorial.